Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to Galactic Movie News on Intergalactic Film Watchers. This is Galactic Movie News, episode 11. Now we got 5 topics we're going to be running down. As you can see, I'm still kind of upgrading a couple things around the studio, but let's just dive right into it. So our first topic of the day is Black Panther still breaking records. Still breaking records. 4 days, 5 days if you want to count the midnight release. I guess that was midnight, so it's already, 4 days. Within 4 days, it's already made over 400 million. 400 million, guys, in 4 days. That's crazy. Had to bring that up. It's just stomping everything out in the box office right now. And you guys, if you haven't seen it, go see it. Share your support. It was a great movie. You gotta watch it too, man. If you're gonna watch Avengers Infinity War, that Black Panther leads up to Avengers Infinity War, guys. So make sure you definitely check that out. And let me know your thoughts if you've seen the movie. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section. If you haven't, go watch it. Come back and let me know. I'll feature your comment in the upcoming video. So, with that topic out of the way, let's get into the next one. Ted Bundy. Now, a couple pictures released of Zac Efron as Ted Bundy in the upcoming movie of him being Ted Bundy, or portraying Ted Bundy. Now, I know, first thing you think of is Zac Efron, High School Musical, and whatever, but man, if you've seen him in Neighbors 1 and Neighbors 2, and seen him in a movie called Parkland, which is about the JFK assassination, like the day it happened. He plays a doctor, like the doctor that JFK went to when he was dead, and he tried to bring him back to life. He played that role pretty good. It was one of my favorite movies, actually. It's got Tom Welling in it. Paul Giamatti. It's a good movie. It came out in 2013. So anyways. So don't, sorry, lost my train of thought. So, you know what, guys? Don't, you gotta get the High School Musical thought out of your head. He was good. I even liked him in Baywatch. The movie could have been a lot better, but he still played a good role in it, so I definitely recommend paying attention to Ted Bundy, the movie. I don't know if the movie's just called Ted Bundy or not, so I'll just call it Ted Bundy. So make sure you guys look out for that trailer. Any upcoming news, I'm definitely gonna be paying attention to it. Is it gonna be like a horror comedy, like a suspense? I'm thinking it's more gonna be more along the lines of like a suspense. A suspense. Thriller. Suspense thriller. I can't think of the name. Like kind of like Disturbia was with Shia LaBeouf. If you've seen that movie, like little bit of comedy, kind of just squeezed in there, but mostly it was a pretty serious movie. It was a suspense thriller suspense. Now, I personally don't know too much about Ted Bundy, but for you guys who don't know who Ted Bundy is, he's a famous serial killer, and I guess I can't remember how he got caught, but it's really interesting story on how he got caught and how he would kind of like lure girls back to his house. And man, you should look him up. Google his pictures. Excuse me. It's really crazy. So and I'm all about Zac Efron. Going out of his wheelhouse with his acting career, trying different roles. whether it be Baywatch or Neighbors, Parkland, now this. So I'm all about it. I think that'd be really cool. So my next topic is Rush Hour 4. Now I guess in a interview, Chris Tucker was mentioning that he wants to do Rush Hour 4. Him and Jackie Chan want to do it, and they want to make it, I guess, the most rush out of all the rush hours. I guess as he was putting it, something like that. I know I'm not quoting him directly, but which is weird because we kind of haven't really seen much of Chris Tucker. He was in the movie Friday, Fifth Element, the Rush Hour movies, and then kind of just disappeared. But now he wants to do Rush Hour 4. I actually like all three Rush Hours. Yeah, Rush Hour 3 was not as good as the first two, but it wasn't a horrible film. I mean, I can think of a lot worse films than Rush Hour 3. So when I think of bad films, Rush Hour 3 just isn't one of those like, oh man, do you remember Rush Hour 3? It's like, oh yeah, Rush Hour 3. It wasn't bad. It wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. So I'm all about Rush Hour 4. I mean, what would they do? I think it would be funny since all three of them were comedies. It'd be funny if they use them now that they're old, like use that in the movie, like them have to return to a case that involved in one of the first three movies, or but involved in one of the first three movies, and then now they have to come back and they're all old and they're trying to do the same stuff they did and it's like not working out. Maybe something like that. That'd be really interesting. I think that'd be really cool. Sorry guys, dropped something. How unprofessional. That's my pitch though. Something like that maybe. If it happens, you heard it here first. So, anyways, what are you guys' thoughts on Rush Hour 4? Do you guys like any of the Rush Hour movies? Him and Jackie Chan. I love Jackie Chan. Haven't really, he hasn't really done anything too big that I've can really say since the Rush Hour movies. Yeah, I can't really think of anything. Yeah, I like Chris Tucker, man. I guess he's doing a lot of stand up. I guess a couple of years ago, like went on tours and everything. And hey, man, if he wants to do Rush Hour 4, I'm on board. Rush Hour 4. If they just want to do like one final, to end the whole Rush Hour series. I know it's weird, like all these weird sequels are coming like 10, 15 years later, but I think Rush Hour they could pull it out. They could use, like I said, they could use them being old as a, as part of the film. So, maybe they both have kids now, and they get in trouble. They have to save their kids, and they get in trouble, and the kids have to save them. Something. I don't know, but I'm on board for Rush Hour 4. So the next topic is the Hot Cheetos movie. Now, I know, Hot Cheetos movie. What? Well, actually, I was watching it's one of my other podcasts, and I didn't know about this, and so I heard it from them, so I had to put it on my movie news, and I guess they're looking at some studio, I can't remember the studio, but some studio is looking at possibly making a Hot Cheetos movie, and not like how do I say this? Not like how the Cheetos were created, who created Cheetos, like how Flamin' Hot Cheetos were created, which is actually a pretty interesting backstory if you look it up. I guess this janitor who worked at a Cheeto factory for a long time. You know, one day, I guess the power went out, so they had to like get rid of all their Cheetos and remake new ones. So they're just giving bags away. And I guess he had an idea to take some Cheetos and go home and make make different recipes until he could get that right flaming hot Cheeto flavor. So I guess then he went out and bought like a tie that he could afford and dressed up all nice and went in there and pitched it, and now he's like one of the co-founders of the company. Pretty interesting story. So, I mean, I don't know if it all went down like that. You know, of course, they're probably going to have to put some kind of drama, or if there is drama, you know, I'm not sure, but it's something crazy like that. And I'm like, hell yeah, man, that's like literally the American dream. And, yeah. Oh, and I mentioned apparently the janitor was a, is a Hispanic. So, I'm like, hell yeah, man. Right on. I'm all about fucking diversity. So, yeah, well, hey, I love Black Panther. Oh, man. Alright. Plus, I love Chris Tucker. Alright. Anyway, sorry. There's so much that bull crap going around on the internet. Racist this. You're racist that. I don't know. But, yeah, so the Hot Cheetos movie. Pretty crazy. I love Hot Cheetos. I don't know about you guys, but every once in a while, I'll get a bag of Hot Cheetos when I'm eating like a lunch or something. Maybe get like a sub and bag of Hot Cheetos. Kind of munch out. But, yeah, pretty crazy. What do you guys think? Hot Cheetos movie. They made a movie with Michael Keaton called The Founder or something like that. And it was about the guy who bought this the first McDonald's and turned it into what it is today, and kind of like cheated them out of a bunch of money and rights, I think. And so they're making all these movies like that. I don't know if it's a biopic, because like a biopic is based off a certain person, but they're based off these true stories, and it's crazy. So I would definitely, if I were you guys, definitely, if you're a fan of Michael Keaton and kind of want to see the story about McDonald's, watch, I'm pretty sure it's called The Founder, or just look up a McDonald's movie, just type in McDonald's movie with Michael Keaton. I'm sure you guys will figure it out, or it'll show up in the search. So, the last topic on the list, then we'll call it a video, is Jurassic World 3. Jurassic World 2 hasn't even come out yet, but yet Universal Studios has still announced that they are going to make a Jurassic World 3. Now, I don't know. I mean, I don't see Jurassic World 2 not making enough money for them to be able to make a Jurassic World 3, but I mean, are they that confident to where, when does Jurassic World 2 come out? June? I want to say June something. Or is that maybe when Jurassic World came out? Gosh, I probably should have put it here in my notes, but yeah, man. I mean, that is crazy. Super crazy. I mean, I don't know. It was weird because, like, for instance, if you guys watched the movie that came out last year, The Mummy, with Tom Cruise and Russell Crowe, and it was supposed to be like some monster universe where Russell Crowe played Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, and Tom Cruise eventually ended up playing the Mummy. Spoiler alerts. And they announced this huge slate of movies and this huge cast of, A-list cast, A-listers. that were casted from an A-list. But yeah, and then the first one ended up not doing too good, and now we haven't heard anything since. Which which just because the first one didn't do good, you know what? Go try to do what their vision was. I want to see that, so I think they should do that. But I mean, focusing on Jurassic World 3, I'm just using that as an example. I would have waited until at least the first weekend that it releases. Like I would release Jurassic World 3 the Monday after it was released. It's gonna be released on Thursday night, midnight, which is basically Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Wait 3 days, then announce Jurassic World 3. That's what I would do. But I guess Jurassic World 2 is pretty magical. But I mean, we've seen one trailer and one teaser so far. I believe there's not a second trailer. And yeah, I mean, what do you guys think? Let me know. Do you think that was a pretty ballsy move? You think they probably should have just waited until at least a couple weeks? Maybe waited until the Friday came out and say, hey, we're releasing Jurassic World 3 in 2021. Friday. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not one of those big execs, controlling the studio with my suit and tie and fancy briefcase and pulling out my badge. Well, that was all the topics for today's episode of Galactic Movie News. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in. And thanks for checking out Intergalactic Film Watchers, which is where Galactic Movie News is located. If you guys haven't, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment on this video. If you haven't checked out my other content, and if you're one of my subscribers, thank you guys for watching. And if you're not, like I said, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you guys so much. May the stars guide you and everyone be safe out there.